The mic now and introduce yourself again and give us your memories of Dr. Maceda.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be back like a balik by an alumnus. And good afternoon, every distinguished scholar, composers, musicians, scholars and friends, and especially Dr. Maceda's family. Dr. Maceda was only a few years younger than my father, so I usually refer to him as my tatay, especially when I was with Arsenio, Nicolas, who were working on the same time to finish our thesis. And Sir Maceda was the professor whom I met and knew him for the first time in his class of Asian music, the same class as Dr. Manop's. And after that, the very second semester, another class with him. And this is a musicological class. And he gave me a first series of headaches with analysis of non-Western music with examples from various sources. And I can still remember one because this is the first one that gave me headaches. The analysis of the couple Myers. I think he knows. And that passed. And this semester, after 1 month of study, and we had about half an hour to finish the section, this lecture. He asked the class to go on doing his assignment and asked only me to come out of the classroom and talk with me. And I can conclude that conversation now that he suggested me to shift from music education to musicology. I don't know why now, but I was very glad. But I told him I don't know if I can do this or not. He said, you just write your request. I will recommend you. And only a few days, Dr. Giacchino called me, Prasit, come here. This is the permission for you to shift your major. And I had a few days to my student department in the Embassy of Thailand to finish this, because I am a government employee. When I change anything, I have to let them know that I will remain in the same position when I come back to my country. That's all. After that, I became a musicology student. But I am also a hybrid, also. But not only two, because he suggested me to go out of the college for cognate studies. You should go to study anthropology, at least 6 credits. So I went after his suggestion, and I took 9 credits of anthropology, because I thought that 6 would be not enough. That was what our relationship was in the first year. After that, he went away, and I did not have classes with Dr. Maceda again. But when he came back, we had a series of meetings which are condensed, more condensed than in classroom, because he came back to give me a comprehensive examinations. I finished all of class studies, including the classes in anthropology and other musicology field with Dr. Santos, Philippine music especially. And I still remember what my paper was. I wrote about Sarsuela, entitled Balang Sukat. And Dr. Santos wrote something quite good for me. I was very happy. And that was, I still remember, because I'm getting to be an oldster. And oldster usually has good long memories. And this session is for memories. So it's good for me also. After the series of assignment for comprehensive exams, it lasts almost 1 month to finish my comprehensive exams. A series of papers, I think about 3 papers. One is explanation of some terms unknown to me during that time. And after this series, he told me, I did this to you because when you go back to write your thesis, you will have many terms like this. You have to be able to explain every term, which is strange to your reader. So, for me now, that is the way he equipped me with something I can use in my future after those times. And then he gave me another, after I finished comprehensive exam by him. I not it by myself, because he said, that's enough for comprehensive exam. Now you can begin writing your proposal. And it took me another 2 months, because he wanted it to be finished by August. I began my examination of the compre exam in June, and all the rest of the time I have to finish my proposal. I finished it by the end of August, and before the end of September I can go home. He said, you can go home and do your... But back home, my thesis was in the College of Music. I was glad because many students have read it. I came back after 2.5 years in the field to collect my data, but I could not finish during that summer because I could have a leave for only the summertime. And before the end of that summer, I could not finish my thesis because my appendix would be very big, many pages. I could not finish it by the time before the next semester begin, and I had to go back to classes, and I had a stress and a hemorrhoid. As soon as Dr. Maceda knew that, he came to me at the dormitory to see me, and I was getting better then. We had a conversation, and I told him that I could not finish my thesis by the end of that summer. So he asked me to write a letter for extension of my time, because I will spend all of my 5 years by the end of that summer. And And Dr. Maceda said he was not authorized to do this by himself. Only the dean could do this. And he recommended me with my request. And the Dean Santos helped me to extend 1 more year. And after that, Dr. Maceda told me to finish my appendix first, because this cannot be changed. He helped me decide my appendixes. And when I came back again the next summer, I was fully loaded with appendices, more than 200 pages. And after that, we had twice a week meetings with them. And we finished before the end of the first month of meetings. Quite quick, because of his direction beforehand, and I did everything. But during the finalizing of my thesis, we had discussions and arguments, because Dr. Maceda liked to ask questions. And he asked questions since the very first semester in Asian music until finalizing my thesis. And sometimes he was glad if I argued with him with my reason until he said, okay, I agree with you, you said this, you said this. So I asked myself, what kind of a teacher was he? Now I can refer him to I can tell what kind of a teacher is Dr. Maceda. For me, there are four types of teacher. A teacher who can train or explain is ordinary teacher. A better teacher can train, can explain, and also can demonstrate. Especially music teacher should be able to demonstrate also. And the best teacher is the teacher who inspires. And I had heard many times this word being spoken. And in this symposium, many speakers use the word inspiration, and I can also use it with my own experience. So I am an ulcer, and very easy to forget recent event. Oh, one day during a meeting, he pointed me to see all the books in his office, 3 sides, shelves of books. He told me that every book, all of these books are dissertations, theses, research works. Some are very good, some are very good, and some are not good. And above all, everyone can be revised or even corrected. So he asked me, you go back to do a lot of research and try to write your explanation or your book as good as possible. Because this book, when years pass, some will be suitable to be corrected or revised. Some good books, when reprinted, Usually they will have devised edition and so on. That's why. And he told me that your country is very rich with cultural heritage, including music. So use everything you learn to do research. And if you cannot do it by yourself, you try to make your students to be able to help you. And nowadays I am very glad because many of my students have become researchers in music. And this is, I think that this was Dr. Maceda's wishes. He put his wishes on his students from Thailand. And now his wishes are being fulfilled in my country. Thank you and mabuhay.
Thank you, Achan Prasit. Very inspiring. So basically you're saying that Dr. Maceda pirated students from music ed. Yeah, you're giving me ideas. We have one more video from the batch. This is from Achan Orawan Bangchunsil. If you're ready, you play.